Hey y'all, it's your friendly neighborhood Rockin' Robin. I'm not sitting in the seat of an 18-wheeler this time. I'm actually laid up in a hotel room with an injury I sustained 2 weeks ago. Rather than listening to my body and giving it time to heal, I just went on back to work. For those of you that are truck drivers, have been truck drivers, know that, yeah, we sit on our butt all day, but those trucks, they don't ride like a cloud, and the vibration and everything has kept me swelling, and now I have an infection in my groin region that comes from the landing of a 60-pound pit bull who was trying to jump on the bed. She got high enough to land on the bed, but she landed on me. And I've been dealing with pain and swelling for a couple of weeks. Why? If I'd have stayed home and just took a whole week off from work, seen my doctor like I should and everything, I probably wouldn't be 600 and some odd miles from home right now, by myself, away from my wife, laid up in a hotel room in Alabama. So the moral of this video is slow down before God has to slow you down. And God can slow you down in many ways. In my case, it was a 60-pound pit bull named Lady. She didn't break the skin, she didn't bite. It was just 60 pounds coming down on two paws on, well, you know. Slow down. Because when God has to slow you down, you may not be as fortunate as me. Finding out that someone of a similar, with the same injury, done a different way. One time I actually died of gangrene. Got old Rockin' Robin kind of upset yesterday. And, I wouldn't say upset, but it definitely sidetracked me a little bit. It was as if the wind in my sails had just disappeared. In fact, it actually was like somebody just stole the sails from my boat. Because that old devil, he hopped up on my shoulder. And between laying here with pain and swelling and popping pain pills and antibiotics and ice packs and whatnot, and watching the Cowboys beat the heck out of the Browns, that got my mind off of things for a little bit. I know I'm going to heaven. Beyond a shadow of any doubt. I know when I die, I'll go see Jesus. I've even confessed that with a gun pressed to the back of my head a couple of weeks after I accepted Christ when I was 18. So, I know. What made me sad? I have to wonder if when Billy Graham knew his time was drawing near, if that old devil even dared hop on his shoulder. But if Billy Graham questioned his impact on the world. Me, I was worrying about my impact on my family, my grandkids. I especially didn't want them to be sad that Pappy's gone. I wonder, because I spent some time with my dad before he passed. And he said, "Son, don't worry about me. I know where I'm going. And you can join me there someday, just don't get in no hurry." And I wrote a deal for his funeral, talking about his fingerprints. Not just on the work he did around town as a bricklayer, but on everybody that came to that room, that funeral, to remember him so fondly. I pray that when I do pass, that someone would kind of do the same for me. Someone that I've touched, that Maybe I didn't even realize I touched them while I was alive. So yeah, even though I'm secure in the fact that I know that I go to heaven, the reality of me dying did kind of sidetrack me a little bit. But in all reality, it was not the act of dying that scared me. It was, have I ran my race that God wanted me to run? Did I complete the task that He wanted me to complete? And that's something I'm not going to know until I finally pass. So eventually, as I went to sleep last night, I remember that old character in that story going, don't worry about it. Let life take care of life. And I fell asleep. So you know what? If you enjoy these videos and you don't comment, that's fine. But if you do, some of y'all do, comment. Let me know what you get out of them. If you don't, just remember me fondly after I'm gone. As I can tell you, Christ's love and mercy is all over me. I may not always be a good reflector. You know, we are called to be a light in the darkness. And, well, I'm human. But I do the best I can to stay as gracious and merciful as our Lord did through all His persecutions. That's all we can ask for. And chances are, when you do that, you're making impacts on people that you've never met before, that you just met one time and you may never see again. So, when your life is flashing before your eyes, don't worry about what people are going to remember of you after you're gone. Just rest assured that you did all that God called you to do. And let life take care of life. And just remember what old Rockin' Robin always says. Just an ounce of Jesus will save any soul. Peace out.